Greetings, pilgrims. This is Joe from New Jersey at this point. Just want to follow up on the last YouTube I just did, and just a rough calculation on the gentleman who tried to, I wouldn't say gentleman, the mutant, the animal, the jerk, the moron who tried to blow up that plane. Now, that's less than a month for a person he almost killed, 20 years. You want to give him a 20-year, conceivably make 20 years if he's found guilty. But I think the maximum penalty on that, and trying to kill, 300 people. Apparently, it doesn't matter how many people you're trying to kill. He could try to kill 1 million people, and I think it's 20 years because he wasn't successful. We have the pro-life people worrying about the life of the unborn, and they have these idiots knocking off abortion doctors. We're all upset about that. But when the guy attempts to knock off 300 people, or the same person, let's say that these people missed the World Trade Center with those planes in the World Trade Center didn't go down, but we know how many people they killed, right? I mean, you're trying to say that these people with 20 years? Who pays for this? I mean, the way it's going now, the way we're treating these terrorists, they're winning. I mean, for every terrorist that we capture, think of the money that we spend to bring them to trial. I mean, the lawyers love it, that's for sure. They're making money off this thing. But we as taxpayers, we're being hit. We're the victims, not the lawyers. They're making money on this stuff. The congressmen, there's no penalty for them. They're congressmen, senators. They're still getting their pay. But we're paying for these people at a rate, in this case, of less than a month. These people will get less than a month of jail time for every person they almost killed in this particular incident. Yet Congressman Carney and Senator Casey and Senator Schechter want to put me in jail because I don't want to buy their health insurance. I'm a terrible person. In fact, I guess I could go up for 5 years or something. I forget the exact number of time if I don't pay the fine and all that. I could go away for 5 years just for trying to maintain my own constitutional rights. And someone who tries to blow up a plane, he could have almost, if you let's say 5 years, month. How many months is that? 60 months. So he could have almost killed 60 people and still get that 20 years. That's what that works. Less than no, something's definitely wrong with this whole thing. And by the way, I just saw a thing on TV. They're still hijacking these boats. These pirates are still taking captives, and we're still unwilling to do what we have to do to take these people out, to set an example and blow these people away into smithereens. They just won't do it. It's really sad. It's really sad that we can't even take care. We can't figure out a way to deal with these pirates because we don't want to offend anybody. We don't want to offend the terrorists. President Obama thinks he can deal with these people if we just be kind and gentle. I say we make a hero out of the father who tried to turn in his son. A very difficult thing to do. I would hope I would have done the same thing. I would hope that I would always go to save lives regardless of what the cost is to me. But no, he's not made as a hero. But the people he gave that information to, they should talk. Why don't they interview the people at the embassy he gave this information to? Say, why the hell didn't you do anything on this? Everybody's passing the buck that there wasn't enough information to go by. I mean, I know that they stopped some songwriter or some musician or something because he had ties with the Palestinians, and they put him on the bad list just to bust his balls and wouldn't allow him to fly on a plane or something. You would think that that they could take the time to really scrutinize someone who basically has these wild inclinations. You know, these people are on a mission from their Allah, and apparently they're willing to do it, willing to do what's necessary. I mean, obviously, some of these people are really sad cases. There was a guy, he was responsible for trying to blow up the World Trade Center the first time, and the guy tried to get his $100 deposit back on the truck that was blown up. Can you imagine the mentality of someone who didn't have the sense to say, hey, you know, $100, I'm not going to worry about it? No, this guy was fixated on getting the $100 back. And unfortunately, this seems to be the mentality of a lot of these people. Now, obviously, there's probably some pretty smart people, but the people that they can convince to either to blow themselves up, you know, there's something deficient there. I mean, they could make the case that they're mentally ill. I know we don't want to be so crucial on that, but there's got to be something missing there at the switch for these people to do that. Anyhow, we really have to take a look at what's going on in the year 2010, which is coming up quickly. We have people trying to take away your constitutional rights. Your congressmen and senators and the president are oblivious to the fact that our rights originate from God. They are granted to all men and women on this planet, and it is the government's purpose, a good government's purpose, to preserve those rights. But they are really anxious to take away your rights. And like I said, getting back to this, they're willing to protect these potential murderers at this point. They don't seem to show any real outrage, you know. So I just wanted to update that last one on the fact that pirates are still doing their thing, unimpeded, and the way we're going about this whole thing, as far as assuming that they're going to only act in the last hour of the flight, so people are restricted, they can't go to the bathroom. I mean, so now these same people who figured they would blow up the planes in the last hour of the flight or whatever, they're going to do it the first hour flight. I mean, anytime you trigger these people off on something, they're just going to change. They get their working orders to circumvent whatever stupid idea they come up with on this whole thing. Just check the people. Get enough bomb sniffing, whatever you need to do. And statistically, you got to look at certain people. You got to profile. But we don't want a profile. No, we want a profile. Hey, they can profile me anytime they want. If you have nothing to hide, then don't worry about it. So that's it. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you're going to have a great New Year's. Hope 2010 will be good for the United States. But I doubt it will be, because we're stupid and we're letting this country go down the drain and be taken over by Al Gore and his thugs. So anyhow, have a nice day.